So, I've been saying it a lot. Responsibility, responsibility, all that stuff. You see, as a Bob, everywhere I go, I just assume people like me. That's why I don't waste time trying to please everybody. I've always said pleasing people is like trying to give everybody hand jobs. You're pleasing everybody else, but you're not pleasing yourself. Some people enjoy doing that, not me. I don't give a fuck. I looked up personality traits that make everybody work against you, because if you know anything about my life, whenever I'm trying to do the right thing, people immediately have to fuck it up. Now, when you're doing the right thing, you make other people feel shitty, so that is one part of why people work against me, and potentially why mankind is doomed, because they see somebody cleaning up the beach and they want to go fuck them up because it makes them feel like shit, instead of just going, hey man, why don't you help us clean it up? That way you don't have to feel like shit. But then they go, this is your fault. I'm the victim of my own emotions because I don't know how to process them, and I'm severely emotionally stunted, and I'm not going to grow up, because they're idiots. Also, they probably go to church. But the first one is refusing to take responsibility. Consistently blaming others for mistakes and setbacks rather than accepting personal accountability can make a person seem untrustworthy and uncooperative. When this shit all went bad, and Blondie was the guy that poisoned me, he immediately said, this is your fault! Because he doesn't take responsibility. But to be fair to him, I don't take responsibility. Now, I do take responsibility when I feel like it's within reason, but I don't take responsibility for narcissists, specifically because narcissistic disciplinary action is always an overreaction. They cannot do disciplinary action. It's impossible for them. Which is why they should never be in charge or lead anything, because everything is a infinite forever punishment. Which is why Blondie should never lead anything, because he cannot think of a reasonable way to punish somebody. The same way Stu wants to kill me and eat my brains, because he can't think of a reasonable punishment, because he's a dumbass. And no, murdering some women that like some guy is not a reasonable punishment. It is an overreaction, you stupid fuck. And I don't deserve to be punished because you're in the wrong to begin with, stupid fuck. Now, everything I'm going to be talking about is in regards to these church people that fucking just harass me because they're moderately retarded and can't think of anything better to do. So, you might go, Bobby, you said that you could turn yourself... one, I already tried to, and it didn't work. That's not on me, that's on this church, by the way. You might want to tell your church to sit the fuck down and stay out of it. But they're not gonna. They're gonna be kneecapping and interfering every step of the way. So, you might go, Bobby, why don't you just take responsibility for these things? And what I'm going to say is, the last time I tried to help you people, nobody helped me. And I want to talk about this, not taking responsibility, look, I'll make you guys a deal. I'll take responsibility, but you gotta make sure I don't go to prison, and you need to just murder anybody that tries to hurt me. That's the deal. If you're a member of this church, come here. I don't know, you gotta have at least, we'll say 500 members, all of them willing to get themselves killed for me, and I'll do it. But keep in mind, you're gonna keep getting yourselves killed for me, because one, you don't have value, so you don't have value as a person, so throwing your lives away is just fucking par for the course. Once you get values, you can be a valuable person, but you're not gonna. So, now, where was I? When this shit kicked off in Ackworth, these two fat guys, they're like the super guys at this church. I remember them telling me they were black ops when they were waterboarding my ass. They showed up and started threatening to kill me because they wanted me to sign the perjury. And that is what they did. And then the Ackworth Police Department told me they can do that. They're allowed to threaten to kill you. And it's totally normal and there's nothing weird going on. And I was like, okay. Well, My brother, who I believe doesn't like me. I have reason to suspect this because I did a lot of bad things to him when I was president and even after I was president. And honestly, me reporting this church kind of just ruined everybody's life outright. And I guess that's the cost for doing the right thing. But these two fat guys kept showing up, and one day I was like, Todd, can you go out there and make sure those assholes aren't out there? I'm getting tired of them. And keep in mind, I was being poisoned with heavy metal, so I went from being brave and telling these guys to fuck off to slightly nervous to paranoid. That's what they do. They fuck you up. They don't care. They have no values. Now, and I would argue having responsibility actually involves you having values. So if you don't have values, then you don't have responsibility. That's just how that works. And he looked at me and goes, Bobby, you fucking did this. You went to fucking court. And I was like, I didn't want to go to court. He's like, I don't care if you didn't want to go to court. You went there and just said a bunch of stupid shit. And then everything went fucking bad. And now there are guys that are threatening to kill me if I don't take... And I was like, what? And he was like, don't worry about it. And then later he drove me to this little area where this guy was supposed to execute me. And I refused to get out of the car. And I kept telling him to fuck off. You're a fucking pussy, dude. Which they're all pussies. The only thing they know how to do is take it in the ass. That's it. That's their only skill in life. So... yeah. Now, in that part, you could argue that was me refusing to take responsibility. But once again, even the blue-eyed guy, just let us kill you. No, I don't deserve to be dead for doing the right thing. Okay? One, I would argue that anybody that thought I deserved to be dead should be dead, blue-eyed guy. Get on that for me. You're not gonna. Because you don't have values, once again. So... as, I talk about this, responsibility's kind of a bitch, and honestly, I don't think this isn't my first time taking responsibility for something, believe it or not, but I wanted to kind of elaborate on the kind of responsibility we're dealing with. We're dealing with the potential lie that, if I go to prison, these people are somehow magically going to get me out, which I don't believe them. You can't trust these people. They lie about everything. You can't. Blondie lied about everything. It's all he did. Like, he has no integrity of any kind whatsoever as far as I'm fucking concerned. Yeah. One of the funnier things I remember is Annalene Mummy God, I guess we're both supposed to be going through integration, and he told me I can't do it. But Blondie's already done it. He already integrated. I was like, how'd he do that? He's like, well, he got high on LSD. And I just started laughing. Because there are no shortcuts to this. As soon as somebody goes, I took a shortcut, make fun of them. They're fucking lying. And this is the thing about a narcissist. They just say something and then they believe it. Blondie goes, I have integrity. And then he goes, I have integrity. And then he doesn't act with integrity ever. But he says he has it. Because he doesn't, they're emotionally stunted. They don't have introspective. He doesn't have the way to evaluate whether or not he's acting within his values or not. That is why he did what he did, because he doesn't fucking think. He just behaves like an idiot and then gets mad when everything goes bad, because he's a dumbass. And it's all everybody else's fault. He caused this entire situation. What did he do? This is your fault. No, Blondie, it's your fault. But sitting around blaming people doesn't solve anything. What I'm doing isn't going to solve anything either, because I simply don't see a point in taking responsibility, because last time, all everybody decided to do was hurt me. And that's a fact. I would have to have the written consent of the church going, we're going to leave you alone because we're in the wrong. We are the bad things. We are a bunch of pedophiles that rape kids and nothing more. I'm starting to think that maybe what I should wish for is that the entire church just has to advocate for the legalization of pedophilia. I just totally picture those cinema guys just like, we want to legalize pedophilia. It's just, good. Yep, that's who they are. Finally, the truth comes out. And just, why does everybody hate us? They should hate you to begin with. Just fucking, the know-it-all attitude. I already did a video on that. I am a know-it-all. I constantly think my thought process is superior and smarter. And to be fair to myself, I'm not going to stop. And that's because I have no interest in even... and I remember the shit with Blondie trying to explain to me that anally raping babies is good for them because of the emotionally stunted. Like, and I hate emotionally stunted people. I cannot stand them. They are the bane of existence. They are underdeveloped imbeciles that ruin life for everybody else and then scream they're the victims in it because they're too stupid to realize what they did. They don't have the ability to take responsibility. Like Blondie, like everybody in this church. The reason why the church doesn't pay out money. Why do they do that? Because they don't have responsibility. Meaning they don't have accountability. So as much as this is the pot calling the kettle black, because I myself have no intention on taking responsibility, and as far as I'm concerned, I already did. Your entire dumbass church was given every opportunity to do the right thing, and they chose to do the wrong thing every time, which tells you exactly where you people are. You are incapable of being good people. It is impossible for you. Once again, if Jesus came back, told you all you had to do was one good deed, you'd go to hell right away. That's what would happen. That's not me being a dick. Excessive competitiveness. That's not me. I don't do that. But you see, excessive competitiveness and refusing to take responsibility makes people hate you. The same way refusing to take responsibility and knowing it all, which is what I do, makes people hate you. So I would argue that a big chunk of what's going on here is there's a dynamic between me and these people in this church that make us all hated. But unlike these idiots who actually recognize that everybody hates them, I mean, I guess now I kind of recognize everybody secretly hates me. Like, I've always wondered why every conversation with my sister's kind of adversarial, or my brother seems kind of distant and doesn't really like talking to me. And to be fair to them, I also do this thing where I kind of make up stories, and I got really, really, really good at it when my brain was completely destroyed on heavy metals because I did not have cognizance, so I started telling a lot of lies. More so than I normally did, but that's neither here than there, because I always say this, everybody lies. I mean, Anal Eating Mummy God lied when he said EDTA wouldn't destroy my teeth. Okay? And this is a rich fuck thing, because in his brain, it's not that expensive, I got billions of dollars, and it's so easy for me to get help. How come you can't? It's because you're poor, and we're not gonna help, we're not gonna give you any money, because we don't believe in helping people, we believe in hurting them, it's good for them, it's good for you! Which, here's what I have to say about that. Hurt rich people. Fuck them up. You're not gonna, because you're all about torturing poor people, be honest. Ruin their lives. Start poisoning them with heavy metals. Rape their kids. Fuck them up. I would love to see you guys do it. You're not gonna. Because you're not about your values. Because you don't have values. Manipulative and deceitful behavior. Manipulative, a little bit. Deceitful, I'm really bad at it. People, you ask anybody, they you can tell when I lie because I'm really bad at lying. Constant dishonesty. I don't know if I have constant dishonesty, but I tend to be dishonest in some things. Now, let's read that real quick. Chronic patterns of lying, exaggerating, or bending the truth. I do exaggerate a lot. Erodes credibility. When a person's words can no longer be trusted, people will work to protect themselves from being lied to or misled. But let's be honest, the church does that too. So, yeah. The smear campaign. Narcissistic individual groups may spread gossip, twist the truth, and create chaos to turn others against perceived rivals. This creates a paranoid culture and makes the target look unstable. Well, let's be honest, this church does do that to me. They make me look like an asshole when all I initially wanted to do was help people, but now all I want to do is kill these people. Negativity and drama. Chronic negativity. People who constantly find themselves downside of every situation and drain energy those around them are often avoided. Over time, groups will shut out that person who consistently brings down morale. Passive aggressiveness, which is the #1 skill of this church and everybody in it. Basically torturing and harassing people on a psychological level. Expressing frustrations indirectly through sarcasm, the silent treatment, or subtle hostility is a frustrating to others. Because the person refuses to address issues directly, their behavior damages trust and makes it difficult to resolve conflicts. You can't talk it out with them because they're too busy getting back at you, because they're dumbasses. Emotional instability. Individuals with unmanaged or widely swinging emotions can create a unnecessary drama and tension. When the people perceive a colleague as liability, they may work to distance themselves from that individual. I used to have emotional stability. I was a stoic, and now I am a neurotic, weird, mentally ill person because these people fucked me up and they don't take responsibility for their actions. Lack of empathy and respect. Disrespecting boundaries. A person who ignores the person's and professional boundaries of others comes across as inconsiderate and self-centered. This lack of respect can make others feel vulnerable and resentful. I don't know if I do that, I might. Insensitivity. An individual who shows a lack of empathy or emotional awareness will often ignore the feelings and needs of those around them. This can make them seem cold or unapproachable. I am an extremely insensitive person. I do not fucking care about how you feel. Because I have learned through my life, every time somebody goes, this is how I feel, they then go commit an atrocity. That's what they do. That's what this church does. Gossiping, spreading rumors about colleagues, or engaging in constant negative talk can severely erode morale and trust within the group. People who gossip are often seen as disloyal, and others will worry that they are also being talked about. Gossiping is what this church does, but they're hilarious because just like any fascist, they accuse you of what you're doing. When they watch these videos, they go, he's making it up and he's lying. We don't do those things. We're good people that rape babies and do all the bad things. No, they are the bad things that I say they are. I have not made up anything in these videos. Even though I am known for making things up, believe it or not, I didn't have to make anything up this time. They gave me all the material I needed. It's just whatever. Certain personality traits can provoke to work against an individual by eroding trust, fostering resentment, and making collaboration difficult. These behaviors, particularly those associated with the dark triad, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy, can destabilize group dynamics and lead to conflict. Common personality traits that can turn people against individuals include blame and arrogance. So, yeah. With these idiots, it's competitiveness. Like, I could not stand my idiot friend Taco and his overly competitive nature and how everything was a fucking competition with him. The same way this shit with Blondie and Mary. Like, just take her, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't know her. She's one of you people, so even if I do end up with her, she's just gonna knife me in the back as much as she can, because why not? Because the pedophile ring needs to be defended no matter what. And look, I'm not even a threat to you guys, okay? You took away my lawyer, and I can't do anything. And I know that makes you just want to murder me because I can't do anything, but I can't do anything. Okay, and even if I could, honestly, like, after how you guys, how the people I helped treated me, I don't know if I would even consider it. Like, if I ever just, Bobby, just make a wish, I'd be like, everybody that hurt me, I want them dead. Just, Bobby, you could be a hero. Look, I do love heroes. We got like 2 minutes left. I do love heroes. And I've come to accept I'm envious of them. Because they have the moral fortitude to do the right thing in every situation. And I simply don't. I wanted to be that guy. I really honestly did. But I'm not. And that's just how life is, okay? These bastards have stolen everything from me, and I still look forward to the day when Blondie's like, you know, and I wonder this entire scenario is him in the Armstrong speech with Ryden in the, but you did survive, and you took it all back, you clawed it back with your own hands, and that's why I respect you, to which I would just do the Ryden and chop his fucking head off, because all you did was hurt me, you didn't make me a better person, you turned me into a piece of shit like you. That is all you succeeded in doing. Congratulations, I'm just as shitty as you. And why don't I be just as shitty and let you people keep human trafficking? Why not? Hey, I'll make you a good deal, man. If you guys decide to leave me alone, I'll report the other human trafficking ring in exchange for protection. I'll get you people killed in exchange for protection. Okay, and we'll call it even. That way you can be #1 human trafficking ring and then pretend to be the good guys just like you always do.